Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is the internet's leading provider of digital audio entertainment, as far as audio books, radio broadcasts, lectures, comedy specials. Basically, they have no peer. There is no one like Audible. Audible rules. It is my favorite place to download audio books. They have over 150,000 titles. So essentially, you could probably do it until the day you die. If you really thought about it, like, how many books do you read in your life? Do you think you read 150,000 books? Probably not. But you could have 150,000 books read to you, and it's much less effort. And you can help people you read when you're not really reading. You know what I mean? It's like you can read while doing other shit. And that's the cool thing about audiobooks. If you're commuting, if you're on a plane, I have stopped in my driveway and listened to a book for like an extra 15, 20 minutes. Why? I don't make the best decisions in this life. But I enjoy it. I really enjoy Audible, too. If you go to audible.com/Joe, you can get a free audiobook and you can get a free month of Audible service. It is really an excellent resource when it comes to audiobooks. If I could recommend one to you, what's a good one to recommend, Jamie?
Bert Kreischer's Life of the Party was pretty good.
What a great suggestion. Read by Bert. And the audiobooks, by the way, are crushing the reading books. Because much like Bert, his fans do not read shit. But again, you can get all the information. It's exactly as if you read it. So go there, pick up The Life of the Party by our pal Bert Kreischer, and enjoy the 150,000 plus other titles at Audible. A fantastic resource for people who enjoy audiobooks. That's audible.com/Joe for your free audiobook. And 30 free days of Audible service. Like how I did that? Audible service. We're also brought to you by Ting. Ting is one of my favorite. It is not just one of my favorite podcast sponsors, but it's also the official podcast phone. The phone that we use for the podcast, for booking guests and stuff, is a Ting phone. Why? Because it's, first of all, if you're economically inclined, if you're thinking about saving money, there's no better place than Ting. 98% of people, I'll say that again, 98% of people would save money with Ting. Why did I have to say it again? I say it again, I sound like a douche. Like when people say that, like the beginning of comedy clubs, they do this thing where they go, all right, everybody, you ready for the show? And then people clap, they go, that's not good enough. I need to hear. Oh, come on, you fuckhead. I hate it. It's gross. It's so foul. It should be abandoned and it should be outlawed. But there, I said it anyway. A lot of fucking people, how about that, would save money with Ting, including you. $21 is the average monthly bill with Ting. What is Ting, first of all? Ting is, they use the Sprint backbone. So it is just like having a phone on Sprint, a major network. And instead of doing it anyone else's way, when you rent time on a backbone, you can kind of do it your own way. And their own way is, the best way to look at it is like, it's very ethical. It's a very good deal. What they do is they provide you with excellent service, but they cut out all the bullshit. No early termination fees, no contracts. You pay for what you use, which I believe is the future of cell phone service. Now, the way it is with most people, if you are with a major network or a major carrier, rather, you pay for X amount of minutes per month, and if you go under that, you don't get any money back, and if you go over that, they charge you. You get charged, you get penalized. With Ting, you pay for what you use. If you use less, you pay less. If you use more, you pay more. And Ting, on their second-year anniversary, for no reason other than the fact that they could give people a better deal, slash their prices. You can Google it. You can read the articles. I'll spare you the details. But I just love the way they do business. And I've heard zero complaints from any of my friends that use Ting. I have zero complaints about Ting personally. I think they're excellent. And if you go to rogan.ting.com, you can save $25 off of one of their outstanding Android devices. They even sell iPhone 5s. They have the iPhone 5. You can get an iPhone 4, okay? Say if you're frugal. You get an iPhone 4 for $95, folks. And if you pay $95, it's yours. That's the other thing I like. I do not like when you buy a phone and say we don't need to name a provider, but say the phone costs $299. It doesn't really cost $299. It probably costs $600, but it says $299, and you pay $299 initially, but then every month you're paying a little bit of that phone off, so that if you try to cancel and try to leave, that's where the termination fees come from. That's where your cancellation fees. It's very tricky. It's like you're mortgaging a phone. Fuck all that nonsense. You can get a Samsung Galaxy S4 for $425. How about that? You can get the HT1 M8, which is an outstanding phone. $600, and it's yours. The Samsung Galaxy S5, the newest and greatest, $597. But when you pay that $597, that's it. It's yours now. You could do whatever the fuck you want with it. It's yours. Okay, you don't have to pay any more. You don't have to pay any less. Rogan.ting.com. Save yourself $25. It's an awesome service. We're also brought to you by Onnit. This is the last commercial. Onnit. Onnit is a human optimization website. What we sell at Onnit is essentially all things that I use. I have found over the course of my life and athletics and martial arts, I have found a bunch of things that have been shown through science, through people that are strength and conditioning experts that recommend it. What are you doing over there, Jamie? You just jumped up. Panicked. Thought some shit was on fire. Through science, through strength and conditioning experts, things that have been shown to improve physical condition, things that have been shown to improve cognitive function, which is a very controversial aspect. I mean, like saying something's going to improve cognitive function, meaning if you're one of the dumber people listening, that means it makes your brain work better. That sounds like it's going to make your dick bigger, right? This is where it's wrong. Have you ever had a day where you're like, I feel like shit today. I'm stupid. My fucking brain's not working. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do. There's days that you just don't feel right. And then there's days where you feel fantastic. I believe, and it's not just me, it's been proven through science and studies that there's a bunch of different factors involved in cognitive function. Here's a big one. Sleep. Sleep's a huge one. I mean, it's mega. Like 8 hours of sleep a night will change the way your body functions. If you can get 8 hours sleep a night, your body will have the ability to recover that it just is not going to get if you're doing 4 and 3 and 5 and 4 and 3. And it's just like you're breaking your body down. So sleep, number one. Nutrition, huge, gigantic, absolutely. Give your brain the ability to recover, give your body the ability to recover, and it's going to function better. Give it the nutrients it deserves, and it's going to work better. And some of those nutrients directly aid cognitive function. And we have, with Alpha Brain, taken the ones that we have shown or that have been shown through clinical trials, through anecdotal evidence that have been backed up by clinical trials, years and years, thousands of years for some of them, of use, of human use. And they have shown that there are some certain elements of nutrition that you can take that actually improve your memory, that actually improve the way your brain works. And if you're skeptical, you should be. If you go to onnit.com, click on the Alpha Brain link, and then click on the research page. It'll show you all the different tests with sources, with references that have been done on each of the individual ingredients. And then it'll also show you the Alpha Brain, that's what we need. Alpha Brain clinical trial. Obviously, I haven't taken any today. The Alpha Brain clinical trial research results. We have done one test so far, a double-blind placebo-controlled test, showed positive results. We're also doing a much larger one now. The first one was called a pilot test. You do it with 20 people. I think 3 or 4 dropped out, so it wound up being 16 people. But excellent results, especially when it comes to memory. Memory is a big one. It's one of the things, like when you're reaching for information, when you're trying to formulate sentences. That's where I feel that Alpha Brain really benefits me. It makes it easier for me to formulate sentences, and makes me easier for me to know what the fuck I'm talking about when I'm saying things. If you're skeptical, you should be. That's one of the reasons why we have the research page. It's also one of the reasons why Onnit has a 100% money-back guarantee on the first 30 pills for 90 days. Take it. Eat them all, say this stuff's bullshit. You don't even have to return the bottle. You get your money back. We're not trying to rip you off. We're just trying to sell you the best shit that we can find and all the shit that I use. If you go to onnit.com, that's ONNIT, use the code word Rogan, you will save 10% off any and all supplements. Enjoy! And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the commercial aspect of this podcast. Now, we are going to talk to Isaac, a.k.a. Ike Haxton, super wizard poker player. Strap yourself in, ladies and gentlemen.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
All right. Isaac Haxton, a.k.a. Ike. We're going to go with Ike. Is that your
Ike
friends?
is good.
Is that what your friends call you?
Yeah.
I want to be your friend. So
all right.
Let's go with Ike.
Let's go with Ike.
One of the things, you are a big-time poker player, travel all over the world, and there's a lot of people on my message board that are big poker fans and very excited to have you on the podcast. One of the things they asked me to differentiate, because I bring this up all the time, that a lot of poker players are gamblers, and a lot of poker players are kind of degenerate gamblers. But poker is not really a gambling thing. It's more of a game of intelligence and a game of information and a game of strategy. Is that true?
Yeah. Well, it's gambling in the sense that on any given day you win or lose money. If you're playing for high stakes, you win or lose a bunch of money. But it's not gambling in the sense that it's outside of your control. It's not like going to the roulette wheel and saying, I'm in a red sort of mood, let's bet on red and see what happens. So it's gambling in the sense that there's money at stake. It's not gambling in the sense that you are submitting yourself to chance and just seeing what happens.
How did you get involved with, well, first of all, what are you, 28 years old?
Yeah.
28 years old, and you are a world-traveling poker player. I mean, that is, first of all, awesome. I love it. Congratulations.
It's been a lot of fun.
I'm sure. Congratulations on really being able to craft that kind of a life, because I think that's excellent. It's really cool. So how did you get started, and how did you make this leap to becoming this, internationally known professional?
Well, I've been sort of an obsessed game player my entire life. I started playing chess when I was 4. I started playing pretty seriously in tournaments when I was like 6. Played chess pretty seriously